I'm going to say something that might just surprise you. I don't think comfort eating is a bad thing. In fact, for a lot of you, it's the only way you've ever known how to take care of yourself. And if you've ever eaten because you were stressed or overwhelmed or sad and then felt guilty about it after, this episode is going to change how you see that. Because here's the truth: comfort eating isn't the problem, it's just the most available tool that you've had. I've had clients go through really hard things while working with me: loss, stress, things completely out of their control. And one of the first things they want to do, eat. They don't want to feel those emotions. That's what they really want, but then shame themselves for how they handled it later. They'll say things like, I should know better. I shouldn't have eaten that. I, I messed everything up. I'm never going to figure this out. And I will never, ever support that with them because in those moments, they weren't failing, they were surviving. In some moments, food was the only way that you have even known how to take care of yourself. And I will not shame you for that because we don't always have the capacity to do better. When emotions are high or stress is high, when life feels heavy, your brain goes to what works. And for a long time, food has been what works. So the problem isn't that you used food. The problem is that it's the only tool that you've had. And this is where things start to change. Not by taking food away, but by giving yourself more options, more tools. When we look underneath comfort eating, there's usually something else there. You might need rest or connection, entertainment, just a break, some support or space. But if food has always been the answer, you don't even think to look for anything else. So we start small. Let's start building some awareness. We'll ask, what do I actually need right now? Some people have never even been asked that, asked themselves that. And sometimes the answer is still going to be food, and that's okay. But sometimes you start to see other options and you try something different. And here's something that's really important: we don't just use these tools when things are hard. We build them before, because when you are regularly giving yourself rest and connection and enjoyment, you don't hit those extreme moments as often. Even in my own life, there have been times where I've used food to cope, even right now, and it made sense. But now it's not my only option. I can take care of myself in ways that actually support me, or most of the time I can, right? Not out of guilt, but out of understanding for what I need. So as you know better, you do better, but only when you have the capacity and the tools to do it. So if you've been beating yourself up for comfort eating, I want you to hear this. You weren't doing it wrong. You were doing the best you could with what you had. And now we're just going to build more tools for you, make it a little easier for you. If you want help with this, if you want more ways to feel better that don't rely on food, that's exactly what I help my clients do. You can book a free call with me at www.coachingkara.com/free call. We're not taking anything away from you. We'll just give you better ways to take care of yourself.